Adam, you've been playing a game called Collider 2, and until 30 seconds ago I'd never heard of it in my life, so what the bloody hell is it?
Well, I've been playing it, but I haven't been playing as much as Chris White, our reviewer, who gave it 8 out of 10. Read that.
He's been smashing those reviews out, hasn't he?
He's a phenomenal talent, and he's a machine when it comes to reviewing games. It's kind of an endless runner, but that feels a little bit of a disservice to it. It's a game that looks like it's been made with VR in mind. Indeed, you can play it Oculus Rift or HTC Vive. We can't because we don't have any VR gear, unfortunately. We'd very much like to, but we can't. And it's basically you fly a spaceship through another bigger spaceship or a base, basically, right? So I was going to say Star Wars, but you've only seen the most recent ones.
I've seen all the Star Wars.
Oh, have you? Okay, so do you know, like, the way I don't even can I spoil Star Wars?
You can spoil the original Star Wars.
So the Death Star run.
Yeah.
Okay, it's basically imagine a game where it's.
I'm going to tell you the PlayStation Vita PS4 one, the Space Runner. That's Y2X Summit Velocity Ultra.
Oh no! This is more like it's just behind the ship. So think like a racing game, just behind the ship.
I feel it. So like Star Fox, stuff like that.
Yes. Okay. You fly into the base, and inside the base there's loads of things like you basically have to move left. There'll be say it's a cylinder, and 3/4 of the cylinder are cut off. You have to fly through the gap in the bottom left, then top right, then left, and then bottom. And you have to keep going through the different holes to keep going.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
And then as you get more, it gets more difficult. Like those things are actually moving, and there are enemies that you have to sort of basically you move to a position where you're in front of them, and you can shoot, you can boost, you can level up. There's like an endless mode because there's mission modes, and there's even like mini, kind of like they're bosses. They're definitely bosses. They're all like shoot 'em up bosses. It's not like a massively complex game to look at from the outset, but. And I'll be honest with you, I was joking about the VR thing. Right, to be honest with you, I think it would make me vomit hard.
Is it
it's
fast-paced?
Fast-paced. Like the idea is that you hold the trigger.
Oh,
to
is
boost.
it like Race the Sun?
Yes, it is like Race the Sun, but not exactly like that. It's a very similar idea.
Okay, I might like it then because I like Race the Sun.
It's really good.
Game. Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, no, it's really. They're both really good games.
So what would set Collider? Is there a Collider 1 out there that's in the ether?
I haven't played the first one actually. I mean, there must be, right?
So you'd have thought so. You wouldn't call a game Collider 2. There wasn't a first one, would you?
You wouldn't think so. But I mean, it's got lots of like. The thing is just so you hold down the boost button, and because the idea is that there is a timer. It's like how in iOS games you have to get 3 stars. It's kind of like that, but the reverse. So you have 3 stars to begin with, and they slowly ebb away as you're getting slower. So like the idea is you do want to boost, and you do want to collect all the items and coins, and you do want to shoot the enemies if they appear, because they all keep your score high. But you have to hold down the boost, and that will eventually make you overheat. So there's things like you can, by leveling up, you can use you can upgrade your boost so that it doesn't overheat quickly. There's a power up that cools you down for a bit, so you can just really boost. Then it gets so manic, you just smash into something because it's so fast and crazy. But it's really good, and I hadn't heard of the game. All I know is it's sort of developed by Techland's sister studio, they call them.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And I guess that means it's published by Techland. And I remember talking to them, and they said they have a publishing thing, and they call it their sister studio. It's really cool. I'll be honest, I don't know how much it is, and it's one of those games I kind of. It feels like it has been slightly designed with VR in mind, because I know from Oscar, who previewed it in VR, that it's like in VR you just look. And like your head controls it, so like if you just focus on an enemy, you'll shoot that enemy. Yeah, and it feels like the gamepad controls have been designed that way, because if you get yourself in a position where you kind of, as your ship is focused on the enemy, it will shoot. There's no shoot button; it does it all for you. So it does feel very much aimed at VR. As someone that hasn't played a lot of VR, I think I'd chunder real quick, because it's a very smooth game, but like it's so frantic. I mean, it's one of those you probably get used to, but. Yeah, I don't know. I really like it. It's a really good score attack game. Pardon the reference.
No, pardon the little plug there.
Yeah. But yeah.
How's it look and sound and all that type of jazz?
It doesn't look incredible, but it does look nice. Like it sounds. I'll be honest with you, I came away from like a 20-minute session where I was just capturing for this video, and I actually felt like dizzy because I was so zoned in on it. Like.
Oh, I'm looking at it now actually. And yeah, it reminds me a lot of. Like, I can't remember what it's bloody called, but it's something on PlayStation that's like this.
Okay.
This type of shoot. I can't remember. Can't
Oh,
remember.
I think it was a PlayStation Plus game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's way better than that. I know the game you mean, and
interesting.
it's way better than that.
Oh, that's good. I may look into it. Yeah, it does look. It's very. Yeah, it does look mad. I can tell you that. It's like, is it right? Yeah, it's cool. I quite like the look of it. So you have to get through the holes and stuff like that.
It sort of surprises you because the first times you're going through it and you get used to it. Like, here's a level with enemies on. Here's a level with like you have to collect these little weird space things. Here's a level that's just about navigation, and then you hit the second area, and all of a sudden it does that stuff again. But now the navigation stuff is harder because the circle you're trying to dodge through normally is actually rotating, and like for example, there's bits where like the level sort of collapses in on itself, and you have to boost through it. It's just a cool little game, really.
Yeah. You know, cool little games are good every now and then, aren't they?
They are, and this one's the Collider 2, and you can read, like I said, read Chris's review. It's far more in depth, and he's played more of it than I have. So, do that.
So, if there's nothing else to say, I guess we should tell all these lovely watchers where they should go.
At patreon.com/GodIsAGeek, obviously for $2 a month to get early access. Early access, shit, didn't mean to call it that. That's fine. Early access to our videos. Yeah, that's it. I'm going. I've got a headache from playing too much Collider 2. Bye.
See ya.
Should have backed the God is a Geek Patreon.